Hello, everyone, and welcome back to our channel to the series of brand protection, brand jacking, and where PPC sits, especially in the gray markets. We have got a mega expert. You all know about him if you are working in gray markets, especially with PPC tactics. We have Vadim. Vadim, welcome. You have already been in this channel, so you know how it works, but shortly introduce yourself, maybe your services, so people know what is PPC in gray markets.
All right. Hello, everyone, and thanks for inviting me. My name is Vadim. I'm the CEO and co-founder of Mamuta Media. We help iGaming brands, affiliates, and other related companies to acquire traffic via PPC, paid media. That's what we do, and I'm here to tell you what's going on right now with this vertical, with this industry. What's going on in terms of how challenging is it? It's always challenging, but what's going on right now?
So what's going on right now? Which markets are the most wanted? Which markets are the most difficult? Just give us a little bit of overview of everything, so then we can go deeper in.
Yeah, so in order to understand what's going on right now, we need to go back to a year ago or so. And this is when Google started to actually help delete all the black or gray hat PPC sites and fight them using AI and everything. More or less since then, since last June, everything in Google moderation was using AI and automation, everything. And since then, it's a war of machines, we call it. So from Google, it's AI bots and AI mechanism of moderation. From affiliates, it's AI that helps us affiliates to fight back. I'm a part of PPC Club. We are a community of around 200 affiliates. So I'm talking about the actual what's going on in the industry, what's happening. So it's super tough right now, very expensive. It's we can go and be live for 1 or 3 days or maybe 2 weeks and then go down for a few months. And as I said, everything started a year ago. Now, why it's important to understand when it started? Because based on PPC traffic, a lot of new brands are building their budgets. A lot of new casinos are building their budgets because a year ago, if you are a brand owner and you would like to create a new brand in non-regulated markets using some Anjuan or Curacao license, so your main strategy is not branding. Your main strategy is not SEO even. Your main strategy is volumes, to bring volumes the first week, the first month, at least hundreds of, maybe thousands of FTDs. And back then, the main source of these volumes was always PPC traffic because it's very high quality and good volumes traffic. But since a year ago, Google started to be less friendly to us, I would say. Nobody is bringing any volumes today, especially in tier one traffic, in tier one countries such as tier one Europe, tier one Oceania, and North America. There is no volumes there. And we can see that these brands, they are changing their budgets right now towards Facebook and other paid media traffic with lower quality. Now you can ask and say, okay, so if let's say PPC is down, so probably SEO is up. SEO is celebrating the. But I always compare SEO and PPC as more or less the same source, but absolutely different quality of the traffic. When it comes to the SEO, there is no way for SEOs to bring the same amount of traffic from one affiliate. For us, PPC, if we have a working account, if we have working accounts, we can bring volumes, being one affiliate, hundreds of FTDs a day. For a SEO affiliate, in order to bring hundreds of FTDs a day in one specific market, in one specific brand, you need to have thousands of websites. Yeah, you cannot rank all of them for all the generic keywords and everything. So it's different tactics. It's different. And mostly, if you will see, the majority of the SEO sites, they're ranking for the brand traffic or brand traffic for brand reviews and everything. That's the strategy usually, rather than the generic keywords. So today, because of the issues with Google, it's much, much more expensive. The CPA goes up for everyone. It's not stable, but still the brands, they really want it because of the quality of the traffic. Now, important to understand the cost of the Black Hat PPC. I will not give you any details, but there is infrastructure. You need to build an infrastructure for it. There are some costs that affiliates investing long time before they see any return on this investment. Yeah, and when they invest this kind of cost for infrastructure, they ask for higher CPA. They ask for higher, even fixed deals. Yeah, like let's say some affiliates in some specific markets, they sell the top position. Yeah, so you pay for CPA, you pay for the top positions. It's thousands of euros a month, maybe sometimes tens of thousands. I know some affiliates, they even sell clicks on their landing page. Yeah, so they have the tracker, and you pay per click on your brand. So everyone monetize their traffic as much as they can. So even when and if you have these live accounts working perfectly, you finally think that, okay, let's make some money because I'm the PPC guru, let's make it. And once you're up and running, suddenly you have problems with bots. Why? Because there are a lot of tools that they're clicking on your ad to actually take all of your budget out of the auction. And 95% in cases are affiliates from SEO affiliates. That's what they do. We notice, especially when no one is up and running in PPC, but there are SEO always there. Yeah, I mean SEO in terms of the results, not the same affiliate, but SEO is always there. They are always clicking on the ads, and they're trying to take the budget down. Now, there are a lot of tools on how we fight it. So we have these IPs that we know how to put in negative all the IPs, the same bot farms that SEO guys. There are tools that actually selling you an option to whitelist you. So let's say, without names, let's say there is a tool that actually click on your ads. You come to this tool and say, okay, can you please whitelist me so nobody will click on me? They say, okay, pay me some monthly fee. I will outlist you from this. So it's a dirty wars between this kind of the wars of budgets, we call them. Yeah. So who has more budget? More or less the same that SEO affiliate has with all the DMCA and everything. So we have our own games in the PPC world. And the next and most
I
common.
remember this one actually in one company when I worked. We were doing that to competitors, especially if they were bidding on the brand that we owned. We would take them down with this bidding and taking them through bots, because no competitor should be bidding on your keyword. No affiliate should be bidding on your keyword. That's like the basics of it. But of course they do it because it's money, and there is no gentleman agreement in our niche. We all attack each other. We are all after money. So of course they are trying to protect that, and of course we are trying to make money. Now here I'm going to ask a question, and I'll let you follow up. Do your clients usually want to bid on competitors' brands? And if yes, would you advise them to do so or not? Like, would you tell them, like, yeah, the branded keywords are going to bring you money. However, most likely they're not going to be happy and they're going to attack you.
As you remember, I started this explanation of the black hat world. They don't care about the brand. They don't invest a lot in brands. Yeah, because of the situation that you're already blocked in this country. There is no, let's say, there is no regulation, and you come with some Anjuan or Curacao
Mhm.
regulation. So your brand is not that known, yeah. So um, there is no any reason for affiliates to buy and bid on this brand because nobody's searching for this brand. However, there is a other way how to do it. We call it cross brand. So let's say you do have some very popular brand in this market. So you buy this brand, but you show another,
Yes.
because you think, okay, if someone is looking for this brand, so probably this person is very targeted. Okay, so cross brand, absolutely, it's fine, but the conversion rate is very low in cross brands. The CPC is low as well, but the conversion is very low for the cross brand traffic, and you need to know exactly how to bring this kind of campaigns because the quality of the players is not that good. The best one is always generic keywords. Best online casinos, they click on the ad, they see the top list, they click 90% on top three. That's the best quality traffic. Expensive, but high revenue share and traffic that
What
every
is cheap? What is cheap in our industry? Everything is expensive. SEO is by far the cheapest, and it's still expensive. And we
yeah,
don't pay for people to click on us in a way that PPC does. So of course it's expensive. Like if you are in our niche, if you are going to go to markets you shouldn't be, and if you are going to really go after making money, you need to invest. So it is expensive, and I believe it went up, as you said, last year. Can you say how much it increased, like from the year ago when it was okay and the ads were surviving longer than one day till now? Did it double in price or did it go higher than that?
absolutely. I will give an example for
Mm,
same deal. A year ago, a deal in specific country was okay around 200 euros per client, CPA 200 euros. Today, the same market, the same brands ask you ready to pay 450. They say I'm ready to pay
okay.
450. Another market, because of the crazy uh, disbalance in demand and supply on the specific market. Because usually, if it's balanced, so you see nice prices, okay prices for both. But sometimes you have brands with again without names. You have brands with we have companies with a lot of brands, and they buy everything in this specific market any price you want. So let's say before this company entered this market, the average price was 500, and you see these huge companies entering this market and they offer affiliates 800 euros, 1000 euros, and suddenly affiliates say, okay, so that's the price, 1000. But there is no any reason for this price to be 1000, and that's how these kind of big companies they entering the market and they just ruining the balance between demand and supply for this specific market. So because they have in-house media buying team and they have everything, so it's that's the worst. But in terms of the click fraud and everything, we were it's so popular, it's so hard to fight it. So we actually created our own tool how to fight this kind of click bots, and everything started by the way with us to fight the spy tools. And this is another creature that actually drinks our blood of everyone, the spy tools. Because what does it mean, spy tool? Yeah. So let's say you're affiliate, you're PPC affiliate. Usually, if you're PPC affiliate and if you're new, you need to find the right flow. You need to find the right connection between keyword, market, brands, ads, and everything. What works? How do you know what works exactly? Yeah. You can go and start testing and everything, but it will cost you a lot of time, money, and efforts. But you can go to the spy tools. You go to the spy tools, and this spy tool shows exactly who is running what keywords, when they started, and if they clocking, they unclock the page, and so on. And suddenly, when you run your campaign, suddenly you see that everyone is copying you. Not only everyone is copying you, suddenly you see the advertiser is using this spy tool So check exactly what do you do on this landing page, and so it creates a not comfortable environment. So we created a tool that actually hides our landing pages from the spy tools. So if the spy tool comes to our landing page, we have this protection that says, okay, we want to protect our landing page. We don't want anyone to see. And then suddenly I understood, Ivana, imagine 20 years ago, even 10 years ago, it was super cool to be everywhere on the spy tools like SEMrush, like Ahrefs. Today, I believe I don't want to be on SEMrush. I don't want anyone to find me. I don't want anyone to find what kind of link building techniques I use or what keywords I'm ranked for. I don't want. I want to hide. And we started to hide our domains from SEMrush, from Ahrefs, from Humble, from similar web. It's almost impossible, but still doable. Yeah. So we don't want our domains to be visible to anyone. So anyone can steal our flow, our domains, and so on. And it's a new tool. It's called hidemyad.com. If you want to use it, go ahead. I will give you some a discount for it. Yeah,
We'll link it in a description. Hide my ad. It's like from Hide My Ass, right? I used to
absolutely.
use that so much. But you can still be visible if you use VPNs, I guess, or if you buy proxies, right? So I'm
Um,
hiding from
mm,
tools. I absolutely get it,
yeah, but again, the spy tools they automate a lot.
Yes.
They use a lot of automation. They use a lot of profiles uh, to uh, to you to spy on it. Okay, so if you use this kind of automation, you spend money, and if suddenly you see websites that protects you from this automation, you actually spend much more money. So our idea is not 100% protection from these spy tools. Our idea is to make this tool stop scanning us because it costs much more money for them. For example, let's say it costs them 3 cents to scan our website, but with the protection, it will cost them 10 cents or $1, or So they say, okay, it doesn't make sense economically to scan these websites, so we will stop doing it, and that's the idea. It's all about again the budgets, if they can scan us or not.
And that's wonderful. It's always, as you said, who has got bigger budget? If you can survive it, fine. But we're going to make it very uncomfortable for you and expensive. And but that's lately the strategy for SEO and for PPC. It's like who survives the longest because we have got the biggest budgets and we don't give up. It's, that's all that's to it. It very much changed from being creative is to being strong enough to withstand all of this. I love that you created a tool. I'm all about creating tools when life is difficult. So that's cool. Do you have a favorite market that you still know when client comes and says like, I want to do this market, this is my budget, and these are the keywords, and you know that you're going to succeed, and vice versa? Is there a market that you are like, never, never gonna touch this?
Hmm. I would say it's all about the payments first of all. If we talk about the brands, yeah, it's all about the payments. Everything starts there. If there is a crypto client, so there is no any problem with payments. You can accept anything, everything from everywhere. You can open everywhere, and you actually kind of don't care about payments and so on. But for us, we have a lot of experience in Tier 1 Europe, especially in Nordics. We like this. We understand these markets. We like these markets. We're looking forward to see more good regulation in these markets. Let's say, for example, Finland. The regulation will come next year. They already started to accept applications for this market. And by the way, this is the first market that, if I'm not mistaken, they will prohibit affiliation by
Yeah.
regulation.
Yes. Yes.
Yeah.
It's
No,
very
no.
weird, isn't it?
So they
It's
say
gonna
this is,
wipe up half of our market. I mean, Finland and affiliation is like hand in hand. So it's
yeah.
wow,
They
yeah. Every
say
time I read it, I'm like, how is that gonna
it's
work?
not
Because
this with
affiliates going to find a way. Affiliates going to find a way. They're creative. They're not gonna let this money die. They're gonna find another way.
the black black market. That's
Yeah,
it.
as always, regulations kill the good protected markets and then just push you towards black markets. Yeah, it's gonna grow. In the end, good for you because you can offer them PPC ads.
We'll see. We'll see. We'll see. It will be interesting. Yeah, the demand will still be there. The people they're crazy
Yeah, of
about
course.
gambling and everything. I really hope that it will not be as painful as it was in Netherlands. If you remember, before the regulation in Netherlands, the main idea was to reduce the gambling. I would say in specific groups of vulnerable groups in Netherlands. But when they checked what happened before and after the regulation, suddenly they saw even more people gambling more after the regulation. Why? Because when you have regulation, you can advertise. So suddenly, everywhere, outdoors, offline, everywhere is casino, everything. And I believe in Finland will be the same in the beginning. First months, everywhere on TV, everywhere on outdoors will be about gamblings. Because it's not the case right now because it's forbidden. There is a, so I really hope it will. There will be some balance. Let's see.
I don't think Finns are just going to stop playing. It's like saying Finns are going to stop drinking. Like, it's not going
No.
to happen. And they are clever players. They find every loophole. They know how to steal your bonuses. So Finns are very clever players. They're just not going to give up. So hopefully the regulation is a little bit better than in Germany. How do you feel about German market? I
Mm,
mean, that is a that is a one regulation going bad and opening it to black market as much as possible. You've never seen more black market anywhere than in Germany. And they don't really seem to care.
yeah, the problem I believe, when I spoke with the guys from both sides, the non-regulated and regulated guys, the problem is that this kind of regulation in Germany created different products that nobody is looking for. So if you have a client who is looking for huge bonuses and gamification and everything, once they see the offer from the regulated uh, brand, it's not interesting. It's not their product. They're not. It's like you trying to buy a Ferrari and you have money to buy Ferrari, but someone is selling you uh, Bimba. I don't know, something very simple,
Mm. Bicycles.
bicycle. Why would you buy a bicycle if you want Ferrari? Like,
Exactly.
come on, seriously. And then they said, no, you cannot drive Ferrari here. You need to. But I want to drive Ferrari, and then suddenly you have someone. You know what? Come, I have Ferrari for you. You go and buy Ferrari. That's it. And that's the problem of the product itself. Um, if you have, so you do have a market for bicycles in there for simple products and everything very stable. You don't drive very fast. That's why you don't have any crashes. Yeah, it's very safe. It's very good. But if you want adrenaline, if you want to drive, if you want to have, you need Ferrari with all the
People don't go
disadvantages.
to play the casino to feel safe. They want to feel adrenaline. That's the part of the fun. And I'm gonna lose my money. It's part of the fun. I don't know. I don't understand it. I'm not a casino player at all. I don't have any addictive personality. But people simply go to casino and they are ready to lose money because it's part of the fun for them. You know what I mean? So why would they want to do something boring? If they want to do something boring, they can do knitting. They can join me in my knitting club. I knit. That's my adrenaline. But yeah, crazy. Now we talked about your favorite countries. I think Nordics are good. I like working on Nordics as well from SEO perspective. It's known. It's difficult, but you always what's going on because we worked there for the last 10 years. So you know what's going on. Do you have a market that is absolutely no? I have my markets that when I see them, I'm like, please don't. But do you have a market that you absolutely despise and you are like, I wish you didn't come to me.
Germany,
Please don't do this
Germany,
market. I advise you not to touch this market.
yeah. Germany, USA, Canada, it's very attractive markets, but they're very expensive in terms of PPC. They're very expensive in terms of infrastructure to build. And only if you have really, really huge knowledge and experience and budgets, you can go there and try to make some money there. Because they're huge markets, but you need to know exactly what to
Absolutely.
do.
I think same goes for SEO because Canada, when I see Canada, is like, ugh, it's saturated. Everybody is there already. Everybody who could get a license, years ago, they are already there. And you still with the license, you're not ranking that much because affiliates are there for a century by now. They just switch to be called regulated. So it's extremely difficult. When I see Canada, I go gray for sure. Cool. And now how you use PPC to brand protection, because we talked about brand checking. We talked about people cross branding, normal tactic. I mean, some people love it and make money of it. Some people hate it because their brand is under attack. How would you use PPC in those markets for brand protection? I know we use them there. I know
Yeah.
it works. So how would you advise people if they're under massive amount of brand checking because their brand is known and somebody is using them, let's say for this cross brand? How would you advise them to use PPC wisely? I can advise them from SEO. I cannot advise them from PPC. So some wise words from me, please.
Yeah, so you can absolutely buy these impressions for your brand. If let's say you do have a lot of impressions, people are searching for your brand in a specific market. So what's your strategy? Your strategy actually to occupy these four positions. Yeah, you don't really want them to click on it. Yeah, because why would you pay for your own traffic? But you want to occupy these placements. Why? Because I hope so for you. Number 1 to 3 is also your website for your brand. Yeah. If the first three places in the SERP is yours, imagine all the advertisement is also yours. So suddenly the KPI is not the click. Suddenly the KPI is impressions. You say, okay, I want to be on the impression share of 100% for my brand. Even if they click, everything goes to me. Even if they click and log in, everything comes to me. I don't want to pay any affiliate to my branded traffic, and have much more tools to check it, because in PPC you do have a lot of reports. You know exactly who clicked, how much impression share do you have for these keywords and everything. So in brand protection, PPC, you need to have multiple accounts running at the same time, 3-4 domains. In order to have 3-4 domains running in PPC in Black Hat, you need to have at least 15 accounts, or maybe 20 accounts, depends on the market, in the warm-up. Yeah, because once they get suspended, you need to create new ones, and again and again and again. But you don't want them to click, and that's why maybe the ad copy will be a bit different for you. Yeah, the idea is to occupy the advertisement space, and to increase the CPC, so affiliates will not be economically relevant for them
Yes.
to beat.
Fantastic. Thank you so much. If any of you need any PPC help in white or gray markets, Vadim is here. We will have his contacts in a description. His tool is in a description. Any closing thoughts? Because I think you shared lots of gold. I particularly love the brand protection advice, because a lot of people just go for like click on everything. But as you said, occupy the space. Even if you are not there with your SEO brand protection yet, you can be there with the PPC, because PPC, unlike SEO, works tomorrow. It's faster. It's in this case much better. Let's be real. PPC can be there tomorrow. SEO is gonna take you months. So if you are, especially if you don't have brand protection from SEO point of view, speak to Vadim. He can definitely help you.
Absolutely, I'm here to help. And always use PPC and SEO together. That's the best results you can get when you use them together.
Absolutely. Thank you very much, Vadim. This was fantastic.
Thank you for having me.
If you got value from this video and want direct access to us, weekly calls, training, and the latest SEO updates, and a community of people operating at this level, click the link in the description to join the boardroom. We'll see you inside.